Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have got some brand new leaks and rumors for Call of Duty today that aren't just focused solely on Black Ops 6 and Warzone, surprisingly enough, but all of them sound like pretty fun, pretty exciting news, if you ask me. First up here, we got to start off with something that all of us have been waiting for some time, just hoping to get new bits and pieces of information, and we finally got a brand new update here, courtesy of Insider Gaming, one of the most trustworthy, reputable sources for inside information, obviously, hence the name there, when it comes to the gaming industry as a whole. And we recently got a brand new report on the return of classic Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, not to be confused with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 that we were just playing, the past few years, right? We've known for quite some time that there have been rumors about these games coming back via Xbox Game Pass, being sort of revived in a sense. We weren't fully sure if it was going to be a full-on remaster of these games that would drop at some point, if it was simply going to be a port from the original game, just going over to Game Pass, going over to PC, so it has a bit more of an active player base and they can try and, farm some Game Pass sales off of that. This new report, though, is particularly interesting because we actually have information that is unintended. It happens all the time, but it's not by design, because when games get rated early before they go and they have like the ESRB rating, it's M for mature, T for teen, whatever the case is, obviously that's going to give information about the game. We oftentimes get descriptions of the new Call of Duty titles a bit early because of the ESRB stuff, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and 3 have now been rated in Australia, the land down under. So this report says, it seems like things are getting closer to a re-release of the original Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 for a new generation. Ratings for a cross-gen edition for both Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 have appeared online thanks to the Australian Classification Board, which is just the ratings there for Australia, right? So first up, bit of an interesting, I guess, title for this, the cross-gen edition. This almost makes it seem like it's going to be like a new game and not just like a straight up port, like what we've seen with other Game Pass titles or other, older games being brought back like that, where it's literally just taking the old version of Black Ops 2 and moving it to, Microsoft Store on PC, and it's the same thing, cheater infested, because there's no anti-cheat. There's been no updates to it. It's just straight up a port over. That's what we assumed Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 were going to be if and when they eventually made it to Game Pass and the PC Microsoft Store through that and everything, and the potential re-release on Xbox Series X and everything going on there. But the cross-gen edition seems rather interesting for that. Could that be teasing it's actually going to be an updated game of some kind? Maybe they're just updating the graphics. Maybe they're updating a few things here and there. Or is it a port that they're just titling that to maybe try and garner some extra attention, some extra Game Pass sales out of that? We don't really know because we just don't have enough information at this time, but it's particularly interesting that it's not just straight up, hey, MW2 has reappeared on the gaming board, right? So the classification board. As expected, both were given the MA15 plus rating. Both were also given the classification on April 3rd with a production date of 2025. So this would indicate that we are going to see this re-release of Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 at some point this year. Kind of surprising given, again, we're in a Treyarch year and COD 2025 is supposed to be a Treyarch title. So two Infinity Ward / Modern Warfare titles re-releasing this year seems like a bit of a conflict of interest, but also I'm not complaining because I enjoy Warzone and I enjoy some Black Ops 6, but I also really enjoy Modern Warfare 2, my favorite game of all time, and Modern Warfare 3, probably in my top 5 as well, right? So if they want to just throw all these great COD titles at me, hey, I'm not opposed to this by any means, right? They say for Modern Warfare 2, the game rated and listed is PS5 Cross-Gen Edition. Then Modern Warfare 3's doesn't mention PS5 rather than just being the Cross-Gen Edition as well. So just interesting, logistics here behind the actual title of this. That does cause some confusion, but also, spark some interest as well. They also go on to say no other details about the games are given on the website, aside from them being from Activision Blizzard, obviously. And while it wasn't confirmed that it's the original Modern Warfare 2 and 3, we know it because they're not using the Roman numerals from the obviously new games with MW2 and MW3. Back in February, it was reported that 2009's Modern Warfare 2 was set to come to Xbox Game Pass sometime in March or April. And at that time, when I covered that in the video, it's like, well, that's gonna be really strange timing because that's Season 3, that's Verdansk, that's probably gonna be a conflict of interest too. But now that it's actually just now being rated in April, it's possible that maybe this was pushed back some time, gives everything a little bit of time to breathe, right? Nothing's gonna overshadow one another. With April already here and ratings starting to show up, it would appear though that an announcement is just around the corner. We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm really curious though what the actual version of this game, or these games I guess, because it's MW2 and MW3 are. Are they just going to be ports, or are they going to be more than that? And if so, how much more? Graphic updates, content updates, balances? What's going to be the deal there? Obviously, this is something I'm heavily monitoring here because I'm very excited to see what happens. So as we get new details of this or truly anything else going on in COD, you guys know this is the best place to be to stay up to date with all of that stuff. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you enjoyed the videos we're going through these new leaks and rumors today, a like rating is seriously appreciated as well. We also have some new leaks and rumors and a new report via the Ghost of Hope and his insider information and sources that he has here. Of course, Hope also has a fantastic track record when it comes to this kind of information, and we get an interesting update on the, I guess, pipeline for content going forward in Call of Duty. There's a few things you should be aware of here with this in terms of the timeline and how quickly we can see this actually put into action. But Hope says, report. Activision and Raven Software are excited with the numbers they've seen for players returning and playing Warzone after the launch of Verdansk. The update has exceeded expectations. We've obviously seen, just based off of our one sole source with Steam, the player count increase quite a bit, basically doubling the first day that Verdansk was out. And obviously, that's the smallest platform we have. It's really hard to make arguments based off of the Steam player count exclusively, just because we're missing so much more valuable information across BNet, PC, Microsoft Store, Xbox, PlayStation. But we know that the game is doing well right now. The interest is there with Verdansk. It's definitely the highest point COD has been at probably since the Black Ops 6 launch, and then before that in quite some time. They also say Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Store numbers are off the charts compared to what they were. They've even seen an uplift in Black Ops 6 sales and downloads because of this update as well. Probably players coming back and realizing, oh, I gotta level up some weapons now, jumping over to the multiplayer or zombies experience for that, or maybe going for camos and stuff. Hope also goes on to say they are talking about showing more restraint with Warzone for skins and bundles and microtransactions. Crossovers are printing money, but they hear the criticism that the game is starting to look stupid in the reference of, oh, this is Call of Duty, a military shooter essentially, right? And we're running around with rainbows and unicorns and frogs and chameleons and lions and dragons, and this isn't really Call of Duty at this point. Now, me personally, I don't care about skins too much. Even if the skins were more sound and it was based purely off military stuff, or you had all sorts of more grounded things there, I still personally wouldn't care all that much about the store and the skins, just because I think most stuff in the store is overpriced and it's kind of a scam, because you're going to see nerfs to things, you're going to see adjustments to things. The blueprints don't even look that good when you actually build out the weapons correctly. Like, I don't really care too much about the store. I've said that a bunch. But also, clearly, there are a ton of people who enjoy running around as the unicorn skin with a bright purple and pink and flashing weapon, or, you know, a frost dragon skin, or a chameleon, or whatever the case is, right? Like, they make those bundles because it sells. But also, there's been a lot of talk lately. There were a lot of rumors about, oh, there should be a filter so you could turn off the skins and it'd just be military milsim like stuff, which I wouldn't be against by any means. You know, it's again, personal preference at the end of the day. But there's been a lot of talk of, hey, maybe we should do some more grounded stuff. Can we get some more realistic based stuff for the cosmetics in this game? And even with crossovers here, like we've seen Wild Ones, TMNT, Squid Game, stuff like makes no sense in the COD universe. They could absolutely still do crossovers and print money if they did more grounded, maybe in like military combat action, stuff like that, crossovers. Things like, you know, a John Wick skin, or what else? Reacher, I've watched that lately. Like skins like that would maybe make more sense in an FPS game, right? There's certainly room for that, but it also seems like they are hearing that criticism of, hey, you know, we also like the realism stuff too. There's some cool military stuff you could base off of that would make more sense in this universe, rather than, oh, hey, 4 turtles with weapons just showed up. That's interesting. Also, there's a dragon running around over there, right? So interesting to see that they are well aware of this and actually seemingly going to act on this. Now, as far as when this could happen, what I don't think a lot of players realize is just how far in advance so much of this stuff is done. I mean, the first few seasons of a game are likely done well before the game even launches. The skins and the blueprints and all sorts of stuff like this, the crossovers, this stuff is legally agreed to, you know, behind the scenes months and months, if not, you know, a year plus plus in advance for a lot of this stuff. So them acting on this may not actually reflect in game until season 5, season 6 of Black Ops 6, maybe even not until COD 2025, but it does seem like it's something that could actually change going forward. Interesting to get your guys' opinion on this down in the comments below. Are you happy that they'd like to focus a bit more on milsim realistic based skins? Do you not care what the skins are in game? Because I mean, you're just gonna try and focus on taking them out anyways. If someone's running a bright flashing glowing skin, they're going to be an easier target, right? Or do you enjoy the wacky crazy cosmetics that we've had the past couple of years? By all means, leave your thoughts down below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video as we went through all the new leaks and rumors here today, a like rating is always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to guarantee that on a daily basis, you're always up to date with everything going on in COD, simply hit that subscribe button on your way out. I got you covered with all the need to know info. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.